Hey there. Today's the first day that I'm reading the Bible. The first, I think, like four, I'm guessing they're called chapters of Genesis. I've actually already read last week, but I'm going to reread them again from the beginning so that I can share, this journey with you guys as well. My hope is that as I open my mind and heart to God and the Bible, that maybe sharing this journey might help others along the way. So I figured, why not? So I read Genesis 1 through 3 today. I've been using the Dwell app. I saw it as an ad on someone else's YouTube video. So I really like it because I downloaded it. You do have to pay. It's like 50 or 60 bucks for 1 year, which I know seems like a lot, but I would have had to buy the Bible anyways. And this way, actually, the app I like because you can do audio, you can change the voice, you can have music in the background, you can read along while you do it, and I like the way it breaks it up, and it doesn't seem so overwhelming than actually holding the huge Bible in my hands and seeing, like all the, this is my husband's Bible, but like this, versus the app, it's like, it's broken up in a way that doesn't seem so daunting and overwhelming. So I really like it, and I like listening to someone, while I'm going through it. So like I said, today was Genesis 1 through 3, and before I talk about it, I want to mention something that happened. So I was doing it while I was getting ready for the day when I was putting on my makeup. I played it on my phone and had the words in front of me on my phone on the bed while I was getting ready, and my daughter was in her crib playing. And I noticed it was really strange as I was, listening while doing my makeup. I felt a very like my body felt calm and peaceful. Like I felt a sense of peace while I was reading it. And then as soon as it was done, it went away. And I'm mentioning this because I don't know, I just am. I just feel like I need to mention it because it was just really interesting, and it was so noticeable that I was like, oh, that's really interesting. I think I should just kind of remember this. So I don't know. I'm curious to see if it happens again tomorrow. So I don't know. It was really nice though. It was really nice to feel like this peacefulness in my body that I don't ever feel. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know. Anyway, so 1 through 3. So basically, it's like talking about like, how God created the earth and the heavens and, the plants and trees and, everything. And it's interesting because it talks about how it was like a void and a darkness when he came upon it, and then, just said, let there be light. And, scientists say that they've, found the origin of the universe is the Big Bang Theory. And it's just so fascinating because it's like, well, what if that they both are, it's correct, like the Big Bang Theory was God creating the universe. It's just fascinating. It's very fascinating. Very interesting. So anyway, so it's talking about, everything he created, all that stuff, and then, on the seventh day, he, rests, and that's his holy day, or declares it holy. And then, saw everything he made was good. He mentions that on every single day. And then, and then he created man, Adam, out of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And that's kind of, interesting too. And the garden, I looked it up, like the Garden of Eden, right? Eden? Yeah, the Garden of Eden. Sorry, I was thinking Eve for some reason. I'm new to all of this, so bear with me. So I was looking at the Garden of Eden because I did a DNA test last year to see like where, my DNA shows I'm from and stuff, because I know I have a lot of stuff in me, like European and stuff like that, and Irish and everything. So I was curious. So I did it, and everyone that does these DNA tests, it says that we all originated from the continent of Africa. And so I was like, okay, so where was the Garden of Eden? And it was in like a corner of the continent Africa. So, every single person on the planet is supposed to be originated from Adam and Eve, and which would correlate to what it's saying in the Bible, where everyone started out, where Adam and Eve started out, and where the Garden of Eden is. So, another thing, super interesting. Just, I don't know, it's just, I find it fascinating. And then, another thing that kind of, as a woman, kind of sucked to read was how Eve was the one that fell for the serpent and, took the fruit from the tree that she wasn't supposed to, because the serpent tricked her and she fell for it. And then she, gave the fruit to Adam and kind of, I think as a woman, I was just kind of like, wow, that sucks, like, because, God, then, you know, punished them, where it was saying like he, um, uh, caused labor pains for women to be more painful, and then for men, to have to suffer more in like working the land and all of that. I think, um, and so, um, I don't know. It's just kind of like, oh man, like I don't know how I feel about it. I'm just kind of taking things, day by day, and just kind of like I want to read the full Bible and be open-minded to everything before I make like any um, firm opinions. So, and then, another thing I found super interesting was the the tree of knowledge and life. And then he drove out the man. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims. I don't know. They're like a type of like angel, I guess, or something. Like baby angels. I don't know. I'm still looking these things up. And a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. Um, and that's how Genesis 1 through 3 ends. So obviously, I mean, read it for yourself. But it's definitely super interesting. And I also found it really interesting that too, that um, God brought all of the like animals and livestock and everything to Adam so that he could name them all. That was another thing I thought was kind of just interesting to read. And then also too, the fact that um, he created woman from Adam's one of his ribs, and then it says, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. So it's natural, and it's supposed to be that way for, you to meet your partner in life and then leave, your family, leave your parents, not totally, like, you mean they can still be in your life, but it's, you're supposed to bond and create, this bond with your partner that you find in life. That's natural. So, I don't know, it just, some interesting things. Um, And then the fact that they were, you know, originally supposed to be mortal, or, like everlasting life, and then, he took that away. Or I don't know, I think that comes in the next um, chapters. But, anyways, I just, that's 1 through 3, nothing crazy. Um, just kind of some things that I found interesting, and then just to kind of think about and look into. And then I think the biggest thing for me today was noticing the peacefulness that I felt in my body, um, and in my mind. I just felt like there was this like peace that just came over me, this peaceful feeling when I was listening while doing my makeup, and I really like enjoyed it because my life has not been peaceful so far. And so, yeah, I'm excited to keep chugging along. And I know that, I'm not like a preacher, or, anything like that. I really just want to share this journey of reading the Bible and letting God into my heart, and over the next year, and just see how things go. And I really just feel like something inside me is like, I need to share this journey. So that's what I'm gonna do, and we'll see where it takes me and my life. And um, I highly recommend anyone that's watching this, and if you're like me and you're kind of like not really sure about God or the Bible, or you're struggling in your life, um, I would be like so happy and if you would join me on this and read the Bible with me. You don't have to comment, you don't have to say anything. If you want to just join me on this next year in this journey and read it with me, and just watch in privacy, watch my videos, and kind of, you know, just do this with me, I would love that. So, I don't know, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.